Hello, students. Hope you are doing well and welcome to another session. So, in this particular part, we are going to discuss one of the reading comprehension question. So, the directions for questions is there is a passage, and on the basis of the passage, we find out a set of questions. We need to choose the best answer to each question. What I assume that you must have read this text and understood a little about it. So, but before we jump to the answer, let me give you the idea that called as this text, which is indicating about MacGuffin, right? So one of the most common plot device is the MacGuffin. A MacGuffin is an object or character which drives the action of the characters, but whose actual nature is not important to the story. Another object would work just as well if the character treated it with the same importance. Hitchcock said that in a thriller, the MacGuffin is used the necklace. In a spy story, it is the papers. So you would find out different um, plots have been introduced, um, and the author uses the protagonist like MacGuffin, uh, and pointed about you know means August Christ books and stated about um, Hercule Poirot. So different or variety of characters have been introduced, isn't it? So we also talk about the main idea and tone of it, and the style, which is expository or explanatory one. Uh, so on the basis of that, we find out another question. What is that? It is stated about what does the author mean by denouement. So if you look into that, denouement, what do you mean by that? Well, let's go to the each and every option and analyze them. The first option says a resolution to a complex plot arising internally from previous actions in the play. Second option say the use of devices to resolve a complex story. Third, the end of the narrative. And fourth, the trading of multiple blood coupons by the protagonist. Now, where do we find out the word denouement in the passage? If we look into this, so we find out, yeah, mm, in the second paragraph, third paragraph, in the third paragraph, last sentence, where it is stated, MacGuffins are sometimes referred to as blood coupons, especially if multiple ones are required, as the protagonist only needs to collect enough blood coupons and trade them in for a denouement. The term was coined by Nick Lloyd, right? So if you look into the meaning of the word called as a denouement, so it means end, isn't it? End. So, and on the basis of that, if I look into the each end of every option, so what do I find out? It gives us the idea that what Aristotle said about a Greek play. As such, this quote is lifted out of context and is not indicative of the general feature of any play. The word denouement means nothing but end. And the only statement that you find out from the option where end is used is nothing but option 3, the end of the narrative, isn't it? So, which is in option 3. Now look into the other options. If I look into the other options like um, option 2, right, and option 4, what do I find out? Now the use of devices, the end of the narrative, it is stated, and second option said the use of the devices to resolve a complex story. The use of devices to resolve the story and the trading of blood coupons offer nothing but a kind of a you can say that narrow definitions, narrow definitions, narrow definitions of how a story may end, right? So, and if I look into the option 4, option 4 stated about what? Um, The trading of blood, multiple blood coupons by the protagonist. The trading of blood coupons also offer nothing but a narrow definition of how a story may end. So option 2 and 4 are nothing but indicating about the narrow definition, whereas option 1 is nothing but reflecting that what Aristotle said about a Greek play. As such, this quote is lifted out of context and is not indicative of the general feature of any play. So hence, we find out option 3 would be the most appropriate because that is what explained, or that is what the denotation of the word called as a denominate. I hope you understood the text as well as the questions answered. That's all for the day. Thank you. We'll meet in the next question.